Salute. Salute.
Hey guys, it's Eve. Welcome to the Eve Chick podcast. We are at season 1, and we are actually at the last Mayday Monday of this season. Everyone say hi to James on hiatus.
Hi.
He's over there.
I'm James
in that
on hiatus.
corner, James on hiatus. Coming in and God knows what. But he's got a Jimmy hat on, and I don't mean condom.
I have an actual hat. This is Jimmy.
It is a black hat, much like mine, but it says Jimmy instead of Evie.
You get it? It's a Jimmy hat.
Why am I talking like it's the turn of the century?
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
We got a Legion Space Dust IPA.
Not sponsored by, but could have been.
However, delicious and refreshing.
Shout out to Elysian Space Dust. I would do this.
Elysian?
If you provided the beer to me.
Elysian?
I don't know. I would know if they contacted me.
Elysian Park. Elysian Park in Los Angeles. Or is it Elysian?
Elysian, like Kitty Elysian, Mr. Space Dust, I will follow. I
just want to remove all meaning from the word Elysian real quick.
Or Alicia.
Or Alicia.
Is that where the name
Eli
Alicia comes
Cyan,
from?
For that matter.
Cyan? Are we talking like different types of blue?
Sorry, I'm really just spacing out here on the Space Dust.
Well, I can't blame you. It's very hoppy.
Delicious and refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Charming logo.
Tiny. It's sort of like the Pliny the Elder for the person who can't get Pliny the Elder. Which is everybody. Get Elysian Space Dust instead, because they were making such small batches. They couldn't even keep up with the Whole Foods demand. It was like a thing for a while. Pliny the Elder. Pliny the Elder.
It's also a Roman author, by the way.
Roman author.
I think he's a Virgo. So you got that right. Virgo.
Anyways, my website is writerseve.com, where you can find all of my wares.
Writers Eve.
All my books and my clothing line and my writing and my...
Shower moisturizing.
Not yet.
Soaps.
I have not developed a fragrance.
Lady-friendly
Hit
detergents.
Me up, fragrance creators.
That's right.
Just call it Eve.
Writer's Eve. For the writer who needs to remain fresh in their work.
Jesus. That sounds like a fucking douche. That sounds like a douche product.
They're there.
I think just Eve in general would be
Eve
a
in
nice
general. That's a good
perfume.
website domain.
I know all the notes that I would like.
Writerseve.com.
It would be this good for men and for women. It would be like the new CK1.
CKY?
CK. Oh.
2K?
CK Eve.
DKNY.
Hit me up, Calvin Klein. That's all I'm saying.
I love CK1. I mean,
I love
the first
CK1.
fragrance that was so
Oh, it spoke to me.
I felt like a teenager when I had that. I was like,
I'm
a grown up now. I'm like a male, and I'm a person. I'm gonna be sexy and cool, and I'm gonna smell good and have Calvin Klein.
CK1 was supposed to be for males and females.
It was androgyne, and I was like, you know what? It smells good. That's why I'm going to wear it.
I still smell it in my head. It's like citrus and bergamot.
Yes, I can't go back. I tried to go back to it a couple years ago, and then I felt like a creep. It was weird. I was like 30.
Are you serious?
I'm like 36, and I put it on, and it's like, I liked it for a couple months, and then now I'm looking at it as a 38-year-old, and I'm like, I'm glad I switched to something modern, polo red, How
the fuck did we stumble onto perfumes on Mayday Monday?
I'm talking about what I want for my wish list for Christmas.
I want Chanel No. 5 for my Christmas list. That's what I'm getting myself.
We want to smell good. We're going to die eventually.
Because we're so fucked.
We're all so fucked. Oh my God, our bodies are going to stink, but they're going to smell great after death. They're going to smell great
before they
Polo
stink.
red. Mine's
and maybe
great.
A little after.
And manly.
Yeah. I mean,
Ralph Lauren.
I want Chanel No. 5. I'm getting that for myself because that's the top of the top. And there's certain things it's the end of the world
scents.
as we know it.
CENTS.
REM.
Rapid eye movements and the stipey kind. Pliny the Elder. That beer.
You look it up?
But I did, and I'm back at my login to benefits program on employment Unemployment, that is.
How the hell
Portal.
did we get there?
Oh, yeah. How did we get here? Indeed.
Yes.
Eve.
So this Mayday Monday, like I said, this is me wrapping up season 1 because we have a whole season 2 cooked up for you with more guests, more conversations, and more controversy because turns out we weren't shadow banned, so we're gonna get away with a lot more
stupid.
shit.
Yeah, and we're gonna
No, dude.
You're
we're
gonna
not stupid.
you're gonna be.
I was telling I am Jetty this today.
I'm just
No,
here
dude.
to promote support.
I have 3 Instagram accounts now, right? I have my That Eve Chick, which is my personal account. I have That Eve Chick Pod, which is my podcast account. And then I have the backup account I created because of this crazy
Eve Chick
shit.
Backup.
No, just That Eve Chick Backup.
That Eve Chick Backup.
So now all 3 accounts have different places for where I can post pictures, different places for where I can post live.
That's still
different
ongoing.
Places.
So the shadow ban is technically.
I don't know if it's a
unofficial.
shadow ban.
It's technically unofficial.
But why do all 3 of my accounts have different ways?
Access levels to what you can post
to like or
have
how
access to. Or?
I have to tap through more things on certain accounts.
I hate tapping things. It's enough. It's enough with the kegs and the women, and like the next of like women. Like line of power. We voted Biden and he won, so hopefully it'll be better. Are we gonna have universal basic income? Because I'm broken. I don't work well.
Oh my god! You want to know this thing I heard about Biden today on Twitter?
What'd you hear today?
He fractured his foot from playing with his dogs.
Today? Recently? This weekend? Or recently, just ever?
Recently.
Oh, recently.
Recently, like Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, where they said
Did he get better?
Their hands.
Is his foot healed?
I don't know. I was looking at Twitter for Mayday Monday,
Is
looking
it the tarsus
for my news,
or the metatarsal?
I realized that I can't look at the news the day before because it's useless because shit is happening so fucking fast. For Mayday Monday, you have to just kind of go with it.
Maybe he sprained a talus or something.
Dude, he fractured, partial fracture, one of his feet. A bone in one of his foot.
Okay, so yeah.
He broke his fucking foot playing.
There's a lot of bones.
I'm just waiting for the certain people to jump on this, be like, "Oh my god, he can't even handle playing with his dogs. How can he handle doing anything else?" The
president right now got COVID, so he couldn't handle a mask and sanitizing his hands.
Suck on that. People.
Accidents happen too, so there is that also.
Accidents happen.
I can understand an accident. Oops, I got COVID.
Accident.
It's not like you can, I don't want to blame people who get COVID. That's a bad.
Oh thing. No,
you know what I mean? No, it's like, let's rally against the people who are already sick. That's a great idea. Let's burn down the hospitals.
The people who've gotten have been mostly, honestly, like first responders and people who don't wear masks. First responders meaning like anybody, in general and just in life, anybody who has had to touch groceries, anyone who's had to touch packages, anyone who's had to touch things that like go through a fucking chain of command touch. Those are the people. Those are the front lines people, man.
Absolutely, yeah. Like my friend Vivian, she works at Amazon, and she has to wear a mask,
and they're the ones getting sick.
That's hard. That's hard wearing a mask at work.
A lot of them are very healthy, very happy about that. Like one of my friends works for Kroger.
If we don't have everything delivered and like everything working like a system of how to access goods, everything's gonna fall apart. Like I think they're just as important as the people who are attending to the people who are dying.
That's what we are coming on.
A novel contagious virus that tonight. Apparently we still don't know too much about, but they have this new vaccine, so we're gonna see. Maybe this will just turn into a seasonal flu. And did we disrupt the world economy, on purpose, or was this a weird tactic?
I've carved
by
him
conspiracy
greatly.
theory, forum. Discuss amongst yourselves.
Sorry, Skull, don't be upset. There you go. Be happy. Is this Skull? Oh, he looks terrible in IG Live. Hold on. I have to fix Mr. Skullman. There we go. That's better.
Better.
So, and all of this is just to say that I know Mayday Mondays was for season 1 a Monday thing, but I'm starting to figure out that I have some bad news to report, And that is just that, like, my feelers are just going crazy, and I'm not the only one in the community that has had these foreshadowing feelings. And I did some disassociative writing. And I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it looks like mostly scribble. But it's essentially like trying to tap into sort of like the static in the universe and figure out like what the underlying thing is that's going on. And I know there's been a lot of conspiracy theories going around out there, and I'm not trying to spread another one, but what I am going to say is that um, you know, it's time to start looking at things through a more realistic lens and to err on the side of caution, because preparing for the worst case scenario is always better than trusting the universe that things are going to just like work out. And I will tell you guys what my big reveal, my day job is. Dun, da, da, da. I am a HOA manager by day.
Oh, dude, I thought you were a serial killer.
That's by night.
For hire.
That's after the podcast. Okay. Hired. Absolutely. I have a Bitcoin.
Right, because you're going to do it for free. Why are you going to be a serial killer? No.
Fuck it. Fuck you, pay me. That's right. So I'm an HOA manager, which means that I manage board of directors, work with them alongside the homeowners for condo associations for large buildings that I am very experienced with maintaining. So I know what happens to buildings when they stop being maintained. And I have talked to structural engineers for research for a novel that is coming out in probably 2022 called Up to Our Ankles. And it is a post-apocalyptic book about a society that has had to live post what we have deemed as current society, and the way we work with work and going to work and school and fucking work and everything. That's all gone, and it's all just like the people left over, and it doesn't stop raining ever. And that's not far off. I mean, like, the biggest thing we have to face moving forward in the next 20 years, there's just like a 20-year thing going on, a 50-year thing going on, and like a 75-year thing going on. And this is according to National Geographic, New York Times, a number of things that I have read. You can look it up yourself. But essentially it breaks down like this. And this is what season 2 is going to be exploring, is to help you guys and help all of us prepare for something that may or may not take place, but is relatively inexpensive to prepare for. And like a lot of people treat their religion with, well, maybe this religion's right, so I'm going to adopt this one just in case it's real, because after I die, I want to go to fucking heaven or whatever. It's like, all right, well, beyond that, let's think about the real world, right? And like where we are.
What about Puck?
Let's imagine the worst case scenario.
I'm an asshole.
And let's prepare for that.
Yeah.
And
the real world.
You and I have done some research on this. And it's pretty inexpensive. I have an Amazon list that I'll share with everybody, a public list. Everything you would need for what I see is coming. What you're going to need to be able to subsist with your family.
I need a solar charger.
We all need a solar charger, for sure. But I want to just kind of like read to everybody this disassociative writing that I did.
You're free of soch.
Because it's kind of gnarly. I'm just gonna read it. I'm not gonna stop. And at the end of it, like, Jimmy and I will talk about it, but this is what happened when I started writing. And you can see it starts with my own clean handwriting, and then it goes into this sort of like, if you've ever seen Insidious, where he's writing down the things that I tapped into the void, and this is what the void said. Once the pandemic is gotten under control, we then have climate events to deal with, along with a coming wave of social unrest, which means the good old days are now the past, and the present is merely a slow crawl toward the inevitable, which is the end of civilization as we know it. We can't prevent it. The earth has become a condemned building that everyone still thinks can be saved, and it can't be. This pandemic is just the first wave that will eventually topple the structure. There are things set in motion now that cannot be undone. That's like Lord of the Rings. The planet has decided to protect itself, and we are going to be victims of a culling. It has already begun. Systems will fail and buckle under the pressure of things happening that they can't control, and no one will admit the truth and realize that we need to go ahead and just demolish the structure and go back to a way of life when things worked better and more in harmony with the earth. This means we need to redirect our energy, education, and attention to fields that will help future generations survive: engineering, animal husbandry, environmental science, virology and internal medicine, meteorology and geology, carpentry and home economics, farming and gardening, botany, mathematics, chemical engineering, and physical science. We're going to have to educate our way to a reimagined society, which may have to include global mass migrations, no power, a mobile lifestyle, which will be the future. Portable power will be a must. Shortwave radio and walkie-talkies would be the only way of communication. And you need maps, lots and lots of maps. And that's what I got. And frankly, it scared the fucking shit out of me. So that's what season 2 is going to be about, is really just like, what if? Let's explore this for a little while. We've got one more week of season 1. We've got Witchy Wednesdays, so we'll do another tarot reading and just check in on this and just make sure that this is the direction we're heading. We'll check in with the cards. Freaky Friday, probably something scary rather than something sexual. And yeah, we just wanted to check in with you and just let you know that we are so fucked. And I wish I had better news, but we skipped Thanksgiving.
So does Ethiopia,
We're gonna like minorize our Christmas experience. Like, I think it's time for everybody. My number one advice right now: start detaching yourself from the traditional things of society. Like, maybe start detaching yourself from the sports and the holidays, and maybe start letting go of some of that, like, impressed upon us human culture that
maybe
unites all of
you
us.
Have to do is
the things you have to do, like maybe like
evaluate.
Do you really need to spend money on a bird that, like, do you
Damn
want
you
to
for not
save
making
it?
that bird. Okay, let's get real about the bird. Okay, let's talk about Thanksgiving.
Fuck Thanksgiving.
No, we're changing topics. We're going back to no. I'm glad that bird's given away. See how easy that is, people. See how easy that is.
Exactly.
God damn it.
No.
I mean, I have to teach everybody everything.
I gave it away. I gave it to someone else who needed it. That was a beautiful thing.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And then I got my own turkey sandwich, and
I wish I had better retorts than hell yeah, but that's what I have.
It was the best turkey sandwich I had ever had.
I'm glad. I had a pantry fresh chicken salad almond sandwich from Target today. It was okay. It was all right. It was not bad. It was similar to the chicken salad sandwich they have from 7-Eleven, which are not bad either.
Hi, Pepper.
That's as good as they are.
Hi, the cat wants to be on the podcast. Pepper, come here, Pepper. Oh, Pepper wants to be on the podcast. Should we let him?
I don't know. He's kind of a camera whore.
Let's let Pepper into the podcast. Oh, don't be shy.
Now he's like, I am not a camera whore. Don't you accuse me of that.
You know why he wanted to be on? Because he saw Harbinger was about to be on, and he said, "Oh, I want to show Harbinger myself. I want to say hi."
Don't panic. It's okay, sweetheart.
Hi, Harbinger. Look at my cat.
He doesn't want anyone to think badly of him. Let this be known. He has no intent to be on camera right now. He's a very private cat.
He is a
he
very
doesn't want to
private
show off.
cat.
He loves his family very, very much. I can attest to this as a proxy of his.
Yes, he's a good cat, and now you said you wanted to be on the podcast. You were sat in front of the microphone like you wanted it, and now you don't.
The podcast now.
This like, cat is a pod.
I can take this thing over.
This cat is a podcast tease.
A podcat.
A podcast tease.
Podcast tease.
Hi, Harbinger. We were just talking about how fucked we are. It's Mayday Monday. Mm-hmm. This is the last Mayday Monday of season 1. I talked to I Am Juddy today, and we're going to have a Zoom chat, him, you, and I, this Saturday. So I need your email. So send me the email, and we'll talk about that, because big drop of information, big reveal for season 2. Lily Harbinger is going to be more involved, and I Am Juddy is going to be involved, and definitely James in a Hiatus is going to be a lot more involved.
Boo! Fuck that dude. That dude sucks.
I can't keep carrying these shows by myself. I'm not that interesting.
Yeah, you are.
Trust me.
Yeah, you are.
I need a dialogue with people. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so big announcements, very exciting things. We all are very excited about the future, and there's some different sets that are going to be involved. My skull has fallen over again.
Damn it! Yeah, that was too much. Too much. Drop
Hold on.
Throw that skull. We should break it on like the last
there
episode.
He is. Okay, now he's happier like that. Panda. So we're just talking about how the world's ending. It's gonna be it's gonna be like a dead whale on top of the ocean that's just like slowly picked away by the fish underneath it.
But there'll be ambergris and whale oil for all. We'll wrap ourselves in whale blubber and use its baleen to for skirts or brooms or shit. I don't know. We'll live in the husk of the whale's carcass.
Really?
I'll mate in the belly of the whale's carcass with a dolphin and create a new race.
Oh, Jesus.
To carry on past COVID.
That's how fucked we are.
That's how dedicated I am to saving humanity.
That would be the worst thing that could ever happen.
Well, gun to your head. Are you going to do that to save humanity? I would.
I don't think that should be the bedrock of any future humanity.
You would. I would too. We'd both do that. If you wouldn't do that, you're a bad person. Pepper knows this. We all know this. My daughter knows this.
Everyone's a bad person.
You copulate in the carcass of the dead whale with a dolphin to create a new race to save COVID.
What? Harbinger, help. Earth. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Do you know what he's talking about?
What?
Could it be you? What are these sound effects you're coming up with? Where are you coming up with these sound effects?
Where are you coming up with your sound effects?
I don't have sound. Oh, Harbinger. Yeah, it is my friend. Yes. Yes, I know. He can't help it. It's just. Oh my God. Season 2 is going to be so much better.
Season 2.
Jesus Christ.
Zai, those.
Anyway, yes, we will chat later about my convo with I Am Juddy and the future of the podcast. But yeah, what I was essentially saying is, buy an RV and start hoarding on survival supplies, basically. Harbinger said you need a Xanax. How can he be my hype man with a Xanax? I need someone in the background to be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Otherwise it's just boring. I don't know. Maybe it's obnoxious. We're getting. We're trying. I think maybe obnoxious is.
Maybe that's what we need.
Is that what we need?
We need obnoxious right now.
We need obnoxious in life right now. Is obnoxious.
Well, that's all you're gonna get.
Or is that like overstimulating? I don't know. No, we're in a situation where we can ask the void. And there's one person that has pinned. No. The answer is no. I forgot what the question is.
The answer is always no.
No, but what was the question?
No matter the question.
Yeah, but what was the question?
The answer is always
But I forgot the question. God damn it, Harbinger. In fact, what was the question?
I killed the music, okay?
I don't remember. I am on like number 2 or 3 of these.
Hoppy.
They're very hoppy.
I've had one. I've had one. I don't drink all the time. I smoke weed.
Harbinger, what was the question? This is like a bad board meeting where I can
only have one of these.
Forgetting
you waited until your board meeting was. You had both your meetings. Then you finished your third meeting. You had triple.
Do we
triple
need
play.
obnoxious?
Perfect.
Oh my god. No. Emphatically no. We don't need obnoxious. Okay.
Oh, that's a bad laugh. I got a terrible laugh.
Okay. All things equal, let's say James and Hydas was not
dead,
even involved.
Please.
Aren't I just obnoxious enough of my own? That's my question. I just want to be obnoxious with other people.
That's all. That's all. Before I die.
No, before we all.
We're all gonna.
Should I change it to that obnoxious podcast?
Obnoxious Eve Chick podcast. That's good. I like that. Oh, that obnoxious Eve Chick podcast. Season 2. And then in parentheses, that Eve Chick podcast part 2.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Really mouthy, like a lot, a mouthful.
Depends on how drunk I am at the. Okay, I might be a little drunk. Do you guys want to hear something cool? Is me and Saint Sinner Photo, who just joined, we're doing like a fucking awesome photo shoot this weekend. And it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be promotional for his OnlyFans, and it's gonna be promotional for my podcast. So it's like a rub your back, rub the other's back, and it's very exciting. But no rubbing backs. Yes, it's a very specific arrangement. But yes, so very exciting. Season 2. This is the last Mayday Monday.
Oh wow!
I will be making my Amazon Preppers Paradise playlist available. I don't know how I'll figure that out, but I have a list of things that you'll need. You'll need for this is like a 20-year investment, or if you have the money, just buy it all at once in an Amazon cart and like put it in some boxes in your closet. And then
also, I'm
in 20
kidneys,
years, you'll be like,
one of my
fucking
kidneys,
thank God for that
I will sell you a kidney.
She helped me. She helped me more than anyone. I have everything I need.
Tonight.
What?
Kidneys for sale.
I couldn't hear you because I was fucking talking.
I wasn't talking.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, I know.
What were you saying? No, I want to hear you. I was talking for.
Oh, I was just saying, along with other things for sale for survival, if anyone needs a kidney, I have an extra.
Oh my god! I thought you were at
No,
least
no,
gonna.
no, it's not my kidney. It's not mine. No, no. I mean, I got a guy.
I thought you were gonna at least
I got a
plug
guy.
my Teespring shop.
I got a guy.
You got a guy at
What I'm trying to
Teespring?
tell everyone right now is I'm going to sell your kidneys. Just in case we haven't.
Good luck with that, because I
way.
have a UTI and my kidneys are probably fucking worthless.
You and I
My
too.
my liver is done well, but I think it's all gone to my kidneys.
Good. That's the kind we want to sell.
Well, you have 2 kidneys.
They're cheap that way. I'm going to sell them bargain.
This reminds me of
$500. That's how
the
poor we are.
Baroness von sketch show.
Yeah.
She sells her kidneys.
Yes.
At the craft table.
That got me thinking. Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious.
We were talking about that. Do we want to talk about the Baroness von sketch? Like, you know, who we'd like to talk.
Okay, then let's talk about that. Okay. Let's talk. Okay, so if you guys have not watched Baroness von sketch, Harbinger, it's on Pluto.
IFC. Yeah.
Pluto has it.
On the IFC thing on Pluto.
Everyone has TV. Pluto. Harbinger has Pluto.
Pluto.tv.
5 Canadian women. 5, right?
I don't know how many numbers there are.
Jennifer Whalen.
Oh, you know names. Damn, memories.
I'm trying.
Good. I'm not trying. Is that
Aubrey Brow.
You're right. I'm not. No, I am. Damn, you know a couple of them. Shit, I'm going to IMDb so quickly.
God
Here
damn
I
go. Carolyn something or other.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I spelled sketch wrong.
Skinny one is something McLaren or McQuaid. God damn it.
Oh, this is good. We got Carolyn Taylor. We got Meredith McNeil. We got Aurora Brown.
Meredith
we got Jennifer
McNeil.
Whalen.
Jennifer Whalen.
Sydney
Aurora
Keene.
what?
Oh shit. No, they're not doing like order of
Aurora Brow or is it
I got
Brown?
Headshots all over the place here. Regardless, I'm not going to be helpful.
Funny ass women.
I refuse. I'm throwing it all away.
They're really funny. And if you have a chance to watch this troupe,
or sleep with any of them, please do, because both of us would like to, and we can't, unfortunately, from where we're sitting right now.
Which one of them I would
we
sleep
appreciate
with.
them, and we like the humor that they provide.
Oh man, they're genius. It's
we got into like a binge of that. We're just like, just good.
Harbinger said she doesn't need it. She just wants to add it to her display case. I'm all about the display case. I fully support the display case motif.
Display cases.
So yeah, I mean, good Lord. So Harbinger, did I tell you about my Thanksgiving? Did you watch my Thanksgiving episode of what I ended up doing? And there's a reason why I did it like that. It's part of what we were talking about earlier about we all should sort of start to detach from the global human experience, especially when it comes to holiday traditions, because okay, you did perfect. So Thanksgiving, I didn't do anything. Christmas, I'm gonna take the red lights in the bedroom, that extra string of red lights, hang it on the curtains in the living room. No tree. We got Allie like a really great present with a really great accessory for the present, and that's it. And we've talked to her about it. She's cool. I just feel like we need to start preparing like our kids, if we have kids, like to let them know that there might be some trouble in the future, and there might be some unrest, and there might be some issues, and to start like because the worst thing a human can go through is to have its environment changed on it so suddenly that it wasn't like prepared for it, and then they end up like one of the people in War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise, where they're watching their demise just rise up in front of them instead of running away from it. And some issues, and I feel like, stop it. The worst thing a human can go through is to have. Stop playing my own voice against me, you fucking crazy person.
I'm sorry. I'm going to cancel that right now.
You are obnoxious.
No, I'm not.
What did Harbinger say? We don't need a obnoxious right now. Anyway.
I feel so
relegated. Are you making sound bites? That would be fun. Is this like a
sound bites? Are we hungry? I'm hungry.
Bites?
I want little bites. Little bites.
What's a little bite?
I just want some little bites.
Like a
muffin? You want some little bites? No, you don't want a lot of bites. A lot of food. Just have a little bite. I'm gonna have some weed. Man, this is a good beer. This is good beer. I like this beer.
I agree. Oh, James and Hayes just entered. You just entered yourself. What is that like? It says you just joined on Instagram Live.
Oh, how about I go back to that and then mute it? That makes sense.
Oh, is that why it was doing that? That's fucking hilarious.
Damn it, I'm an asshole. Oh, I hate this.
Just entered.
Yes, I have. Unfortunately.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Yeah, things will happen, I guess. No,
oh, that's funny.
Season 2. Tune in and see.
No, season 2 is going to be sort of renegade. We will have a lot more guests. We'll have a lot more conversations, but that means fewer episodes. So it won't be like 3 times a week. We might do once a week, but the episodes will be longer. And we might have people, as long as, COVID starts fucking chilling its motherfucking self out, we might have people come in again, but we're sort of in a semi-quarantine situation here at the house since San Diego's back in the purple and LA County is talking about restricting again, like back even further, because like California has had a spike in cases, especially Southern California in the last couple of weeks. Like a lot of people gathered for Thanksgiving. We didn't, and it wasn't difficult.
It wasn't difficult.
It wasn't hard for me to not feel guilty about that.
We had a consensus just to we knew that ahead of time. It's like, no, we can't have any gathering sort of thing. We had this discussion already in October, I guess, right? Didn't we? I felt like we were talking about it in October. So by the time Thanksgiving happened, it felt like a moot point that I happened to be sick all day long. And
it was almost a sign. It was
we were just
don't
going
as
if it was another day, but it felt like a holiday anyway.
It did.
It felt like a holiday anyway.
It was a day of rest.
It was like that relaxation, nope, time's off, clock's off, yo, Yeah, that's the best I can explain it feeling.
No, that's perfect. So that's a perfect way to explain it, because that's exactly what it was. It was everyone sort of had their own individual experience, and it was, again, I would just reiterate, if my daughter had any kind of interest in the food that is involved in Thanksgiving, she doesn't even like pumpkin pie or any of that shit, then I would have fucking done it. But she doesn't like it. I don't want to force it upon her. She likes fucking pizza and shit. Whatever. Pick your battles.
Pizza rolls are good.
It's the end of the goddamn world. Very good. Give your kids what they want. Love your fucking friends and your family and hug them and tell them you love them, and pay attention to season 2, because I'm gonna have a lot of advice on the things you need to buy and things you need to get.
More best. I made that up, and that sounds horrible.
I'm gonna say it again.
Less stress, more best.
That's almost like the Melania Trump be best. I think you should rethink that.
That's why I said I'm terrible. I just don't have a filter for stopping my terrible. That's the unfortunate side of Jimmy.
Well, that actually makes you good for a podcast, because, if someone's just listening, there's nothing worse than dead air, right? It's the people that are watching that are
Dave.
Oh, God.
Dead Air James.
Dead Air James. That's funny.
Dead Air.
You actually have experience in radio. Why don't you talk about that? Would you talk about that?
As a matter of fact, too, You know, I can't.
Would you?
You want me to spin into a serious note for a
I
second?
want,
Okay.
yeah, I want
Let
you
me
to
take
talk
the
about
scarf off. I have my scarf on. It's
your
super.
DJ experience. This is
Um,
the end of season 1. We can do whatever the
KCTY
fuck we
Long
want.
KCTY Long Beach, which is Long Beach City College. Their little radio station. They have two of them. They have KLBC and they have KCTY. I was part of the KCTY side of things. And let's see, back in 2012 when we were probably on the rocks again,
Yep.
as time has gone by, that has been the way things went. I went back to college one of those times and for one semester, and I studied under Ken Borgers, who is actually a broadcaster I had heard of. He's been on, I believe, KCRW. His wife or spouse, Helen Borgers, I think she worked at, I want to say KJazz or something like that. Which is also a Long Beach radio station, 88.1, which broadcasts out of
that's a good station. I love the jazz. I listen to jazz all the time.
Cal State University of Long Beach, yeah.
Yay.
And I went for one semester. Of course, I got an A. It's like radio class. You're not going to get an A for radio class, It's like, it's interesting. So I had a radio show. It was called Audio Narcotics.
No, I've heard it. It was good.
I just, I found indie music, whatever. I made little set lists and I had my little blathering on, as it were. I was probably taking Adderall at the time, and I was probably very lonely and very like focused on music and like, I was living with my parents also because we were also split, and I did have a kid still, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I'm talking on the radio right now. No. And then I was in between like not NA meetings. Yeah, I went to NA meetings on Adderall. What of it? I was prescribed at the time. Okay. Anyways, that's a long time ago.
No, you did good though. I like those shows. I watched a few. I listened to a few of them.
College Radio Day was fun. I got
to participate. I had Abby listen to it too. She was into it.
Some of the stuff's on SoundCloud.com/audio narcotics radio, I believe, and a couple of my shitty shows I put up on there.
They were not shitty. They were good. I vouch.
I tried to like make it like a radio thing.
No, it was good. No, you
I was also the news director of the network. I put together the news segments. I had like students or other people, and we would cut together the news segment. I tried to make it sound like an NPR. This is KCTY, but it was like NPR style. And I just had people read out
just smart
what they were sourcing. It's like, okay, what do you want to source this week? So I was the news editor. I was the news editor of KCTY. But I was also on the journalism staff at Celestia. So I was also newspaper writing, a news editor over there.
Yeah, right on. Yeah. And that's why he's such a great addition. And hey, Pat's band, how's it going?
Long Beach City College.
Yeah, no, it's great to have your radio experience brought to the podcast because it's something that I definitely don't have experience with. But you've been indispensable when it comes to setting up with audio and things like that. But no, I mean, Pat's fan just came in. I just want to get him sort of caught up real quick. We're just talking. It's Mayday Mondays and it's the end of season 1. This is the last season 1 for Mayday Monday. We've got season 2 starting in January. We've got a lot of changes coming to the show, including my background's going to be different. Look at the skull. The skull's falling over again. The skull just keeps falling. The whole show, I swear to God. He's just like, ah. But no, there's going to be some changes.
Oh, Pepper.
There's going to be less episodes, but longer episodes, more guests. I keep burping.
That's what happens when you drink a delicious beer. Like a Legion. Space Dust. IPA. Space Dust. Take 2.
Yes. I wish I had another.
I'm going to go get one.
I'm empty.
You need a refill?
I need a refill.
Okay, lady.
Please. Break for 1 minute. Aww. Fridays is no surprises. The blood drains down like devil's rain. We'll bathe tonight. I want your skull. I need your skull.
I want your skull.
Well, I had to sing it because you ended it.
Yeah, that's
You just keep trying to get that. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Oh, that's a good beer.
So, yes, we are talking tonight about how we are still so fucked. It is Mayday Monday. And if you watch the replay, you'll read the disassociative writing that I did and hear about the different things that you might have to do to prepare for things that are coming that are not necessarily good.
Back to you.
And I fucking hate to be the bearer of bad news. But yeah. So we're talking about season 2, talking about the different changes we're making in season 2. Oh, Jesus, don't do the paradox. No paradox. So you'll have to watch the replay on YouTube, but
no, I'm sorry.
No, we've talked about a lot tonight.
A lot. We got a lot of bases covered, a lot of ground. Escaped.
Yes, there is no escape. That's what we figured out.
Groomed.
Space Force is not going to save us.
Space Force is not going to save us. There's your motto.
But
there's your sign.
Season 2.
There's your ripoff. Who did there's your sign? Oh fuck.
There's your sign. Here's your sign. I never understood what the fuck that thing was for anyway. Here's your sign. I don't remember. I fucked up the skull again. Jesus Christ.
You deserve.
Like the worst podcaster ever. Okay, come on.
Yeah, Bill Engvall. God damn it, Bill Hicks.
Bill Engvall.
2 bills? I can't handle more than 1 bill, people. Bill Engvall.
I've never understood that joke. All right, enough. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yes, you'll have to watch the replay. We're running almost 50 minutes, so we will let everyone enjoy the evening.
Stupid people, here's your son.
I want to just remind everyone you can find me at writerseve.com. We've got some podcast merch coming up on the Teespring site. If you check my website for season 2, we're going to have a whole new little motif right here for season 2. This is the last Mayday Monday episode.
Teespring, that Eve chick.
No.
Damn it.
No, it is that Eve chick on
So.
Teespring. I don't even know. I have so many things going on. I don't even.
This is why.
Eve chick, I have been wrong. I have been wrong, Pat Span. And I hope to fucking God I'm wrong. But in the event that I'm right, there's just this Amazon list. You might want to start just buying things off that list. Put it in a box in your closet. And when I'm right, you'll have everything you need. You'd be like, oh, thank fucking Christ and Satan. Yeah, that, I listen to Eve.
Pepper
and Crow.
Elysian Space
Dust. Whatever. Yes. Thank you. Please check out my website. And also, I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight on this particular episode. Thank you to James on Hiatus for participating and helping me in this episode tonight.
Subscribe to Eve on Patreon for more exclusive content.
You do need to get on Patreon.
Eve Chick Pod. Yeah. That Eve Chick Pod. Patreon.com.
Yes, that's important. Because there's going to be some pretty crazy shit on there after this weekend. You just wait and see what this photo shoot I'm doing. It's going to be satanic. And remember, we're so fucked. Thank you. Good night. YouTube Live is still on. I'm trying to download the video. Oh, cool. It's letting me download it. Okay, so it's not 20 minutes, 40-something minutes. Thank you, YouTube. Love you guys. Good night.